This is a quick demonstration about a UI framework which I built from scratch using Mono, which is an open source .NET implementation. It's basically uses GTK Sharp, another open source project from basically it's a Linux based project, but it's also a cross-platform project. Um, this project, I came up with this idea when I was in Roland, Australia, to build a fast, responsive UI framework which can be used for any project that has a user interface. Um, the project I was originally doing is called PIT, which you can see in here. Basically, that's the abbreviation for Patient Information Terminal, which is a little device with a 7-inch touch screen that you can deploy on any hospital, in the patient room. When a doctor or nurses walk into the patient room, the determiner immediately shows the information about the patient, so the doctor can know better, can efficiently know the information about the patient in the room. Now I'm gonna do the demonstration, not the PIT one, but first I'm gonna demo the example of how you can use this framework, and how to what sort of user interface, user experience it can give you. So I built a quick example project. Okay, set it up as a project and start. So as first thing, you can see that I give you the whole view transition effect, and I put a like background thread which you can switch between these two views, and also you can see those are all images are loaded from disk, and this is the animation you can do with it with the framework, and you can see that you have a scale animation, rotation animation, and I didn't demonstrate the location animation here because for absolutely no reason. Because I just wanna just did it really quick. But of course, you can do location animation, which you can move those icons around in the screen and probably bouncing. As you can see, you can also apply different easing types. This framework supports 641 easing. As you can see in here, there's all the easing type it supports. And the way I did it is the animation, the graphic drawing parts, and the animation is actually two separate threads. I have what I call is the animation engine, which is a different thread. Basically, the animation threads interact with the main thread to finish the animation, and of course all the API I designed this API to be totally thread safe. And this animation for any, I call it control. So each individual control, this is a control, this is a control. You can, for each individual control, you can apply a chain of animation. Like you can do first you can apply a rotation. After rotation, the animation finish, you can apply another one. Maybe is the location. You can move around after you scale to a certain scale factor. Okay. Next, I'm gonna demo the real project, which is this is a real project, as I mentioned before. This is a project originally designed for hospital, Box Hill Hospital, located in Melbourne. But I sort of half finished this project, and I left the company and went back to China, Shanghai, starting the company with my friend. Start it up. I can see this loading screen, and with this, transparent, this opacity or transparency animation here, and also you can see the text when you a beautiful separate, different several controls. Or when you assign a text property to a class, it does the animation. Give you this text give you a like bouncing effect when it shows. And also, this UI framework supports the gestures. I built a gesture recognition sort of engines in there. It's the modularized design, and you can plug in different gesture recognizer into it. It's just like in iOS when you how you do a gesture recognizer and apply it to a control, that kind of stuff. And I'll just demonstrate this click. Of course, it does nothing here, but in the debug output, you can see a person debug information in there. What it says. I'll show you what it says. Gesture clicked. So you sort of so click. Oh, sorry. It says GarageBand. So it detects a click, and the click is basically composed of two parts. One's push down, the mouse press down and press up. There's no movement in between. Down, and you move it. Oh, we give you a tap and hold. Also build a tap and hold recognizer in it. Tap and hold, and there's also support swipe. You can basically swipe to 8 different directions: up, down, left, right. These maybe call it something like north, south, east, and west. And that's it. Let's see it one more time. Loading screen, which basically does nothing. This is this UI framework with some interface building for you to hook up with the backend logic. Yeah, that's it. So this project, the UI framework is GTK Sharp, and you can see the structures of the code. So basically, this is a sort of the fundamental of everything. They give you the drawing primitive, drawing surface, drawing node. In all the graphic design, the drawing components in the system is basically a tree structure. So I abstracted to a drawing node. Animation supports this device, and on top of the device, I have built another set of half ready to use control. A table view cell, table view container, and expect direction to the enum. And by using this tool one, the PIT project has a PIT view, patient information terminal, is device and control and navigation. Oh, I forgot to mention this navigation stuff. So in this project, I use model view control, the MVC view model view controller, and basically I built everything from scratch, not like in iOS, because the whole framework, the Cocoa framework, is designed using the MVC view controller, which MVC model which enforces all programmers to follow that model. So if someone says, "Okay, I have experience in iOS development, and I have experience in model view control," that's wrong because the framework designed for iOS is already a model view controller, MVC model. So you can't. It's not invented by you. You just grab and use it. But this one is like a build from scratch, everything. This is just a quick demonstration. I haven't released or published this code anywhere because I'm so busy or so lazy. I have no idea. But just a quick demonstration. But thank you.